Hey guys, Sam here from keycommerce.com. In this video, I'm going to teach you a new secret way of selling your products for your e-commerce store that very few stores are using. Most store owners just think about Facebook and Google ads for selling their products. But did you know there are thousands of people out there that will sell your products for you? And I'm not talking about an affiliate marketing program or some pyramid scheme. I'm talking about selling to businesses rather than just normal customers. You know, usually people just sell to people on Google and Facebook and these random people that come to your store. But there are a whole group of people out there that will buy your products once and then keep buying again and again. These are business owners that will use your products but even sell them to their own customers. Okay. Here's an example. Say that you have an outdoor furniture store. Well, you could partner up with a garden designer so that when they design a new garden for their clients, they will put your chairs, your outdoor chairs, in that garden. And yes, that's just one designer. You could have hundreds of these designers all around the country ordering from you regularly whenever they do a new garden design. And once you build relationships with each of these designers, they're gonna keep buying from you week after week, every single time they need to make a purchase. And man, I'm seeing a couple of these e-commerce stores, especially this year, that are starting to use this strategy, and they're able to get this subscription revenue, this ongoing regular revenue from these customers. It's driving way more sales for these stores, and it has a huge advantage. That advantage is that you only have to spend money to acquire this customer once, because once you acquire them, they're gonna keep buying from you as long as you maintain that relationship. And it's like signing up your customers for a subscription model, which for many stores with certain products can be very hard to crack. All right, I wanna show you some examples, so let's jump into my computer right now. All right guys, so I'm now gonna show you in my computer some different examples of what I would do for these 4 e-commerce stores. It's gonna be really helpful for you guys to understand for your own store, what sort of relationships can you strike up that are so powerful for really scaling up this wholesaler distribution sort of way of growing your store. So let me go through a few of the qualities that you're looking for in these relationships. Okay, 1, you want people that are gonna buy from you regularly. This is really important. So think about people that have ongoing work that they do where they keep interacting with your potential customers and they can sell to these people. Another good thing to think about is if they have some sort of full service that they provide already and your product can kind of add to that service or it can be included in that price. Another one is that they're easier to deal with. This is just me. I like to deal with people that are friendly, that are respectful. So you want to think about the different business owners that would be easy to deal with. They just send you the order, maybe an email, or they buy it on your store. You just get the product in their hands or in the hands of their customers. Easy peasy, no problems. The next thing is you want people that are very consistent with how they want or how they buy the products. If you have some sort of customer that needs something very, very customized, that can work. And I've got an example where that does happen. But even better is if they just go, yep, I need that product, send it to this address, super easy. So basically you're looking for these customers that can have a huge CLV, customer lifetime value. I have a video on how to calculate this metric, the CLV, as well as how to improve it. But these sort of relationships have huge CLVs. It means that one customer, a business owner, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars to your e-commerce store over time. A big bonus is if they buy in large quantities. So if they come to you and they're like, okay, I need a whole pallet of this product so I can sell it to my customers, that's amazing because you can ship that in one go and you get a big payment. You don't have to deal with a lot of transactions or a lot of shipping. It's just one big shipping. It's awesome. Okay, so the first example I have here, the one that I thought up is if you sell vases. So I'm sure there are a lot of e-commerce stores out there and selling different products, and some people might focus in on vases, selling really nice vases like this e-commerce store here. It's just a category on their page, but as an example, they sell all these really, really nice vases. Well, think about, okay, well, I'm selling these and a lot of people are gonna come through maybe Facebook campaigns, Google shopping campaigns, Pinterest could be a good one, organic, but then that's just individual customers. Well, what if you partnered up with interior designers? Like, this one here, so this is just an interior designing company, maybe it's an individual or a group of people, and you said to them, hey, we'll give you a deal for all the vases that you purchase from us, and you just use this code on the website, or you email us which vase you want. and we'll send it to that address so that you can put it in that house as you design for that project, which is a really, really good idea because you can go through and find the interior designers that match the style of your product. So you can see here, this is kind of, looks to me like a bit very fancy, a bit like dash between modern and antique sort of thing. It looks kind of fancy, a bit upmarket. Well, if your vases are that same style, well, these do look a bit fancy to me, but what do I know about vases? Then really, that can work really, really well for your store. And what you can do is have, 10, 15, 20, hundreds of interior designers around the country in each location, every single city, and have this sort of relationship with them. And especially if you have a program that they know exactly how you work, maybe even they have a list of all your products. So when they do some sort of project, they can choose the right one that matches their client's interests and then get that sent straight to the customer. They get a discount as well, so it's cheaper buying from you than other sellers. But because you have this constant ongoing relationship, it means that the cost of acquisition, the cost of acquiring that business owner is only in the beginning because they're going to keep buying from you potentially for years. And you can see this sort of relationship allows you to keep selling your products on your website. And especially if maybe the tag comes included, but the customer might say, oh, where did you get that from? Oh, I bought it from that e-commerce store. Well, that customer, when their friends come over and they ask, oh, that's a really nice vase. And they'll be like, yeah, the interior designer picks it. Oh, where'd they get it from? They might mention your store. You're going to pick up a lot of other customers that way as well. So it's great because it gets your product into all the hands of all these people that might not otherwise have used the internet to find your product by going to Google or Facebook or whatever it is. So it can be a fantastic method. The next one I have here is water fountains. Crazy idea, but follow me on this. So say if you have a store that's selling water fountains, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that might be doing this as well, or selling some sort of niche like this, like sculptures or what have you. Well, if you're selling water fountains, you're selling potentially to people that are buying for their own fountain, maybe a solar fountain or what have you. But then if you pair up with landscapers, so similar to the designers, you pair up with landscapers, and I know a store that's done this as well, where they know all your products, and when they do a job and they go through and design this beautiful backyard, this beautiful garden of some place, well, they're going to know that they can get a deal if you give them a discount, or at least they know what products you have and they're high quality, and they can go through and submit, they send you an email to purchase, or they go through your website. Same thing, get all those relationships in order. It just takes a bit of outreach, advertisement maybe, go through and build up these relationships. You're gonna have to get on the phone and build them up, but then you can have these landscapers all over the country purchasing from you for years and years to come. It's a fantastic idea. The next one here is a bit different, away from the sort of household goods thing, good niche, is that this is a massage oil company that sells bath body and massage oil. So you can buy all this nice stuff here. It looks like a nice brand. I don't really know, but it looks like a nice brand with scented oils and stuff. Well, you can sell this to customers. That works well. A lot of different methods of selling, but at the same time, you can approach like a massage school, like this one here, where they offer training on how to do remedial massages. And imagine if you were able to strike a deal with this school, or many schools, where they use your oils in their courses, so that all these new masseuses, as they learn to do remedial massage, they learn to use your oil, they get used to it. That's what they learn with. They're used to the smell, they're used to how it feels. Well, they're gonna go out and start their own practices or work in other practices. And there's a good chance that those people will start wanting, they're gonna need some oil for themselves. It's a product that needs to be bought again and again because it gets used up, of course. Well, then if you've already, built that connection with that customer, with your brand, you might be creating all these like customers for life by using the strategy of getting into the school. The school is going to keep buying from you because they're going to use it up, so they're going to keep needing to buy it every month, so you can work out some deal there. But then suddenly you've got this oil into the hands of all those students, and even maybe when they graduate, you can give them a free 1 month supply or something like that to kick them off, so they get so used to using these oils that they come back and buy from you for years and years to come. And this is how you sell to regular customers, and you'll pay a lot of money to acquire them, but just starting this relationship, this could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even millions of dollars, depending on how many schools you get and how many students go through those schools. So you can see this is some real big boy thinking right here. When you start looking at this sort of strategy and you step back from just selling to customers, but you start selling to businesses, and then leverage their audience, their business, their customers, and their relationships to just maximize the scale of your brand. It's huge. And I know this is not the normal drop shipping way of making money online, but man, this is where so many profitable deals happen, because very few people are going to go after these. The next one I have, and this is like a store that I've worked with for a very, very, very long time. They sell wine racks here. I've got them on my website as a case study. They do a very similar thing where they work with local companies, construction companies and what have you, to go in and install their wine racks as well. And it works really well for them because they have all these relationships with all these construction companies that are going and building out a cellar or building out some sort of part of the house, and they get their wine racks in there. And people love showing off their cellars and their wine, and they'll be like, oh, great wine racks. Where'd you get it? Oh, this company built it for me, and they used Wine Stash as wine racks. So great product placement. It's awesome. It's fantastic. Okay, guys, so how do you actually get these relationships? So I'm going to go over that now really quickly. I want you to really think about your store, who would actually use your products consistently, and that might even mean going to your orders list and looking at the emails and the type of people that are purchasing from you, and even the people that purchase on a regular basis. You might find that someone that purchases every single month, and then you can look at their email and they've got a domain at an interior designing company. Maybe they're actually doing this already, and you just reach out to them and say, hey, we see that you're purchasing from us regularly. What are you using this product for? And then talk about creating a deal, maybe make it really easy for them to purchase. That's another idea too. So what you want to do, guys, it's really important to do this. If you want this to work well, it's all about making your brand, your website, and your professional communications as professional as possible, because people want to build trust. They're building a relationship and they want to have confidence that your product is of quality, you're going to deliver on time, and it's going to be consistent. That's really, really, really important. And like I said, guys, not only are you getting consistent sales, but you're likely going to get your products into the hands of all these good customers that wouldn't otherwise have found your products because they don't use Google search. A lot of people don't use it, or they're not going to go there for buying products. So this allows you to get your products into this whole untapped area that there's a good chance your competitors are not using, because they're just going to focus on the most popular ways that e-commerce stores use to drive sales: organic, Google ads, Facebook ads. And like I said, guys, when you acquire this customer, this sort of business owner, you're only paying for the acquisition cost, whether that's ad spend or your time, once. So that's why I really recommend investing in this. So if you get a hint that someone might be looking to build this relationship with you, don't be afraid to pick up the phone, have a chat to them, find out about who they are, their story, and really build that connection. So yeah, guys, it's really important to understand who you're selling to, because the more of these people that you speak to, the better you can craft a program or some sort of way of buying from you that's going to really help them, and you're going to get more relationships and sell more products. Next thing is to be really open-minded. You have no idea who might actually want to form a partnership with you. I've been surprised so many times when working with clients where we've found that this certain type of person, this certain business owner, actually really wanted to work with this store. We had no idea, but it was only once we started listening and being open to it. So how do you really get these people to start contacting you or contact them? Well, I recommend that firstly, you always have a contact form on your website to make it really easy for people to message you with these sort of requests. Also, try adding in a wholesaler or supplier page on your website, put it in the footer where people can go and you just have some information that says, hey, if you're looking to form some sort of supplier relationship to stock our products or sell them to your customers or any sort of relationship like that, you're gonna have to word it in your own way, then get in touch with us on the contact form, click here to go to our contact page. That way you're just showing that we're open to this, and if someone's just looking around, it might be just the admin staff of that business, they're gonna be looking around for these sort of pages, then you can just make it much more likely that they're going to contact you because they know that you're open to it. What you can also do is, I've given some examples in this video, but you can go through, create a list of all the business types and businesses that you could potentially create this partnership with, and just go through and call them. Just say, hey, I've got a great opportunity for you here. I think we can have a good partnership. I'd really recommend at start the call really understanding them and what they actually do use already. So if the massage oil, maybe you're calling up a massage therapist, I guess, and asking like, what sort of oil do you use? What do you value in an oil? And then understanding what they really need before you try and sell them. So you can then make sure your pitch is really targeted towards what they need. I don't recommend just emailing. I recommend, send an email, but really call them. That's going to be much more effective, even though I know it can be daunting to get on the phone with these business owners. I really, really recommend that, because that's where the magic happens. That's where the relationship happens, and that's where you build trust. And yeah, guys, I spoke about this a little bit already, but talk about the potential for them, how it benefits them. They get consistent products, you can deliver on time. Maybe you could even do payment terms where they pay after they get the product. That's up to you, but you can also do like a discount. So they get a special wholesaler discount where maybe they get 10% off or 20% off. It depends on your profit margin and what works for you, but you can give them a discount so they actually get a better deal that makes them feel good on that product, so they can sell them to their customers for an actual bonus. So it's almost like you become a drop shipper in a sense for them, Maybe you send it to them and they give it to the customers, like the masseuse example. Maybe you send it straight to the product's address, like the water fountain example. It's really up to you. You got to work that out with your customers, and there's no right or wrong way. Anyway, guys, they're the 4 examples. That's it for this video. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and tell YouTube that I'm making good content for their algorithm. And let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. If you want to learn more about growing your e-commerce store, consider subscribing and follow me as you grow your own store. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.